Oh, how do I put this chair back? Uh-oh. See, I'm coming down here messing up stuff. I need to do something about myself. You know, sometimes we really don't just stop and appreciate some of the things around us. But look, these are things I wish I knew before I was 30. See, these 4 things mattered so much in social media, and people always think that, oh, well, you only can do this stuff in social media, but you know what? It's just life. Like, life in general needs these things in order for you to, I guess, be able to enjoy it better, to be able to have your own, your own happy place, because God knows how hard it is to find a happy place and keep it. So number 1, consistency. You hear that all the time. All these videos say, oh, you need consistency. You need to be able to post over and over and over and have the consistency of a regular schedule. But let me tell you something. People have a hard time doing that. People work, and some people don't have a regular work schedule. People talk about they have a 9 to 5, they have an 8 to 4, they have a 3 to 10, they work overnight. You got graveyard shifts, you got random shifts, you got the 10 to 14 hour shift. The thing is, people always give this advice as though it's just a blanket. Just be consistent. Well, you know how difficult it is to be consistent when some of the individuals have kids, some of the individuals have struggles with monetary and financial struggles that make it where if they don't see the payout right there in their face, it's hard to be consistent when something ain't coming in to help you be consistent. And people tend to overlook that. Now, I've been able to be consistent with a lot of videos and posting. I think I'm on day 295, 297, 298. I don't even know myself. And right now I only have, 2,600 subscribers, and I've posted every single day for almost 300 days. That's a lot. So I feel you if you ever say you're just tired of trying to do something and you don't see the reward, or you don't really see the payback that you will have had in mind. But what's beautiful about that is once you once you omit your own expectations in your own mind, you allow the world, you allow social media, you allow whatever it is that you're doing to grow at the rate that it wants to grow. So the analogy that I'm gonna go with today for consistency, just imagine you're trying to grow a beautiful plant, and the only thing you really need to do is water it. Now, you gotta do other things, of course, but let's say all you needed to do was water it. It's not gonna grow if you don't water it. It's not gonna grow if you water it one week and then not the next. It may grow, it just won't grow to what you would like, So imagine yourself as the plant that you just need to water consistently. Number 2, I really wish I had learned this a little bit more growing up, but failure is not an option. You need to fail. Oh, and oh my God, you have to be comfortable with failing. You have to fail big or go home. Failing is just a part of success. You have to be able to be so comfortable with doing something wrong that you have to have faith in yourself to be able to do it right. That sounds so painful. But here's the thing you need to be able to fail. You need to be able to have the opportunity to fail. You need to be able to be so uncomfortable with it that it's now comfortable. And I say that a lot. It's only uncomfortable until it's comfortable. It only hurts until it feels nice. I really got to change some of these sayings that I say. If you're really thinking about how to succeed at something, that means you have to go back, you have to analyze what you did, and how do you make it better? How do you improve on your process? How do you improve on your thought process? How do you improve on your mindset when you were failing? Did you panic?
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
Did you break for the hills and start running away? Or did you calmly assess the situation and be like, you know what, I gotta pivot. You gotta be able to put yourself in a position to fail. You can't just believe that as soon as you're doing something, you can have all the information, you can have all the studying, and you can have all the ChatGPT and information that you can have. But to execute it, to actually sit down and do something, that's gonna take that effort. That's gonna take that leap of faith. And I know, that's difficult. It's only confusing until you understand it. You get the gist. Number 3, in order to do better in social media and just life in general, in the social media world, they tell you be engaged. Engage with your community, build a community. That's the same thing in life, such as networking and interacting with your neighbors, knowing the community that you live within, knowing your work community. No, people don't want to go into work and try to make all these friends, but you never know the lives you change just by offering an extra hello, or when you say how are you doing or how are you, you're actually inquisitive and genuinely interested to find out how someone was doing. You're not just saying it in passing. You actually care. Give them 2 minutes, give them 3 minutes. You never know the type of lives you change just because somebody is able to feel seen, feel heard, feel interested in, feel wanted. Look, I promise you, talking to people and building a community, yeah, that's kind of fun, and yeah, it can be daunting, and not everybody wants to talk to somebody, and some people feel like they just don't have the propensity. They don't have the, the people, talking to people skill, and they're like, I don't know how to talk to people. I don't do all that stuff. Well, then stop trying so hard. Just be yourself. I mean, if people are not going to accept you for how you converse when you're trying to be, considerate, when you're trying to be cordial, and still showing the best version of yourself, when you're just talking to them and they don't want to accept that or they don't like that, let them go. It's just millions and millions of people out here. You're gonna be okay. So networking within your community, or even outreach, or within the social media world where you're engaging with the comments and you're seeing things and you're reading stuff, I find that to be pretty freaking interesting. I'm even seeing one of a consistent commenter. He goes by Ken Bobber, and he's very supportive of the content. Shout out to you, my brother. Learn how to communicate with others. So that others can learn how to communicate with you. You're not going to enhance that skill if you're just going to keep striding away from that. If you're going to keep shying away from talking to people, or shying away from doing something that might be uncomfortable, how are you going to get better? Going to number 4, learning to hate it and love it, because honestly, nothing worth doing is going to probably be easy. It doesn't get easy until you're able to learn how to overcome the nuances of the difficulties that may come with it. Or you've gotten the experience elsewhere, now you're bringing it over into the social media world, you're bringing it over into the finance world, you're bringing it over into the work world, you're bringing it over into, let's say you're a photographer, videographer, you're somebody in the tech world, you went to school for this, and that, maybe farming, it doesn't matter. Your experiences help you learn how to hate it and love it. I mean, I don't see myself as the best speaker. I don't see myself as the best video maker. In fact, this video alone is something rather new, but I wanted to do it. I wanted to try it a different way. I wanted to record it a different way. I wanted to share this small story a different way, and hopefully it worked. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. Maybe I might get 7 views, maybe I might get 700. I'm in day, I think 297, 298. I can't even freaking remember. I am so tired of thinking about what video to record. And then I remember there's comments out there that says, thank you for posting this. Thank you for sharing this. This gave me a different outlook on, not life, but gave me a different perspective. And those are the type of things that I wish I had growing up. Different perspectives, that type of guidance. So the process is, you're gonna love them, you're gonna hate them, but they all work out in the end. You gotta have more faith in yourself. And that's a big ticker right there. So I should have put like number 5. You gotta have faith in yourself. And no matter what you do, you have to have faith in yourself. You have to believe that you can do it. You have to believe that if you fail, you're gonna get better at it. You're gonna do better. You have to believe that if you don't understand something, you're gonna find a way to understand it. You're gonna have to have faith in yourself that if you don't know something, you're gonna figure it out. I'm just sitting here, and this nice warm fire, and I'm enjoying the process. The outcome, I don't know, I can't control. But I enjoy knowing that I sat here I'm making the video that I wanted to make. I've learned in my little short life of mine that I don't know the outcome of a lot of things, but I got big faith in myself. I believe in me. And that just feels good. It's hard to explain, but I promise you, it just feels good when you know you're doing it because you want to, and not because someone else made you, and not because you're trying to work with the algorithm. And whatever I'm gonna do, I'm gonna succeed. I don't know how that looks, but I'm gonna win at it. And even if that win is kind of small to somebody else, it's big to me. Make your wins big to you, because that's what matters. Value yourself, be consistent with it, put yourself in opportunities to fail big and be okay with it, and give yourself the opportunity to network with other individuals, talk to folks. If you're an introvert, it's okay. Talk to somebody, make friends, or if you already have those friends, tell them your ideas. Share that with somebody. Nobody can read your mind. And lastly, learn to hate it, because you're gonna love it in the end. But that's all the time I got for you today. Y'all be cool, be great, be awesome. And as always, see you at the finish line.